Hi, besties! Recently, the developers have been very pleased with new sneak peeks about the new update. So in this video, we will discuss all the latest new features. And I will also show you all the limited codes that we just received, and those that will be released only on the 26th. 3 ways to get VIP for free without spending a penny. So watch this video from beginning to end so you don't miss anything. But before we start, write in the comments what you would most like to get in the new update. Maybe new makeups, a new location, or more post packs. Personally, I would like more challenges in Style Showdown. In the upcoming update, we'll be getting a completely new set inspired by cyberpunk and robotics. The design looks incredibly modern and futuristic, with an impressive amount of detail. It's something truly unique for the game. Recently, the developers even posted a video on their official TikTok where we can see how this set looks on a character. And honestly, I'm absolutely thrilled. We haven't seen anything like this in the game before, and it really opens the door for creativity. You'll be able to create bold, futuristic outfits and experiment with totally new styles. For example, one of the developers, Ewan, has already shared their own take on styling the set, and it looked amazing. Players also noticed that the prices for some game passes in the official shop have been lowered, and this caused a bit of frustration in the community. For instance, the Infinite VIP used to cost 799 Robux, and now it's priced at 499. That's a 300 Robux difference, and many players felt it was unfair to those who purchased it at the original price. However, it turns out that the developers themselves don't decide the price of their game passes, it's set by Roblox. Recently, Roblox introduced a new system where the price of items depends on the player's region. This change was made to address the unfair pricing across countries, where some regions had extremely high prices while others had very low ones. With this new system, prices are automatically adjusted based on the region's economic conditions. It's meant to create a more balanced experience for everyone, no matter where they live. Dress to Impress is also launching its first official toy line. For now, the collection includes 10 unique dolls, each with its own outfit, hairstyle, accessories, and even a small display runway. Each toy set also comes with a special bonus, a card featuring the doll's image and a unique redeem code. This code can be used in-game to unlock a makeup item. There are a total of 8 common makeup options and 2 rare ones, which can only be obtained through specific dolls. Here are a couple of the makeup looks available. The first one, with rhinestones around the eyes in the form of waves. The next one, with a spectacular star makeup near the eye, as if in a disco style. This one is quite basic, with expressive lines. My favorite is a delicate makeup with stones in the form of hearts and very cute eyes. It looks like it came from Pinterest. These dolls are already available in Walmart stores and can also be ordered online from Amazon. One important thing to keep in mind, the code is single-use only. So make sure you redeem it yourself before sharing it with anyone, otherwise someone else could claim the prize before you do. Another interesting update is that many players really enjoyed the idea of the personalized interactive codes from the April Fool's event. Because of its popularity, it's very likely that we'll see a similar feature in the upcoming update on the 26th. It's a fun and engaging way to add more excitement and exploration to the game. As for the Flamethrower item, many players have been wondering whether it will return to the game. The developers have officially stated that it won't be coming back. There are a few strong reasons for this. First, it causes a lot of lag and negatively affects overall game performance. Second, the concept of a flamethrower doesn't align with the values of Dress to Impress. This is a game primarily designed for a younger audience, and the developers want to maintain a peaceful, creative environment. They prefer to avoid any items that might resemble violence or weaponry in order to keep the game safe and fun for everyone. Something else I didn't say in previous videos. Specifically, the hidden updates and small details that were quietly added to the game. Most players don't even know about them, and even many YouTubers haven't covered this, but today, I'll show you everything. We got a redesign of 2 pairs of shoes. The first one is these boots. Previously, they had a flat sole, but now they've been updated with a wedge platform, which gives them a more stylish look. The spike detailing was also improved. Now the texture looks sharper and more realistic. Personally, I like the old version a bit more because it was simpler, but the new one definitely has its charm and looks pretty cool. The second pair is these heels. At first glance, it might seem like nothing has changed, but if you look closely, you'll notice they now fit more snugly around the foot. They don't look as bulky as before and overall sit better on the character. We also got a very nice update for male bodies. Some items from the female wardrobe are now wearable on male avatars. And that's great news for everyone who enjoys creative styling. For example, this corset is now available for male characters. It works perfectly for layered looks, and I love how it looks on the male body. There's also a long skirt that can now be worn by male avatars. Honestly, it's one of my least used items, but maybe with this update, someone will finally find a good use for it in creative outfits. Finally, 3 more items have been made wearable on male avatars. They've shown us 3 items that will support this feature: shorts, a skirt, and a transparent waist wrap. These additions open up even more styling possibilities for unique and unexpected looks. Additionally, this update introduced several new toggles specifically for male avatars. For example, this t-shirt can now be worn either tucked in or untucked, and you can switch between these styles in the toggles menu. Those same fuzz and these t-shirt too. Another update affected the long-sleeve shirt. With the new toggle, you can now add a high neckline, turning it into a turtleneck. This allows for easy outfit adjustments depending on the desired style. The denim shorts have also received an update. Now they can be transformed into ripped-style shorts, giving them a more fashionable and edgy look. And now I'll tell you about 3 hidden items on the map that no one noticed at all. To be honest, I only found out about them today. Did you know about these 3 hidden items? And the first item I want to show you is in Lana's salon. If you've completed Lana's quest, you can get a dress. To find it, you need to go to Lana's salon and immediately look at the table on the left. And you will immediately see a small dress lying on the table. Here's what it looks like in the basic version. It's a white dress with damage and patches, but the color and even the material can be changed. The next item that almost no one noticed is right here. These are these really cute heart-shaped earrings. I really like them. The next hidden item I want to show you is in the VIP room. Almost no one noticed this, but if you go to the stand with new items and look at the mannequin with jewelry, then you can see these very beautiful earrings with stars. Surprise your friends with this fact. And the last hidden item is also in the VIP room and also on the stand with new items. On the top shelf, along with the floral corset, there is a flower choker hanging. Due to its location and its small size, no one noticed this item either. But it is a very beautiful and cute accessory that can complement your look. The code we received is still active at the moment. The code is called bestieee for life, and at first glance, it looks really nice since we get a pair of stylish heels with bows. But since this update came out on April Fool's Day, of course, things aren't quite that simple. If you put on these shoes, your legs actually turn into chicken feet. And what's even more fun is that using the toggles, you can also turn your arms into chicken legs. What do you think about that? Personally, I'm obsessed with this silly twist. But don't worry if you prefer the original version, we're getting that too. The developers confirmed that the classic heels with bows will be added soon, and players will be able to choose which version they want to keep. Although they haven't announced an exact release date yet, I believe we'll see this mini update sometime this week. We also have many other codes that I highly recommend you enter, because they may disappear with the release of a new update. CHOP1E_1S_B for CK. Lana. Lihesh. C for Ma for Lay. M3RM for Id. D1 Orst for R. Sub15 Psi. B3APL for YS_DL1E. Ella. Megan Place Boots. Lanabo. Lanatutu. S3M_OW3 and _Y for Y. Ibelislay. Bilalislay. Creek. It's just Nicolas. Amoy. Takus. Kichu. Ashley Bunny. Laboots. 1Con1CF Fortma. Another fun detail, on April Fool's Day, Lena appeared on the map, and Lena completely disappeared. What's even more surprising is that Lena became the main character in all the artwork across the map. She completely took over, and honestly, I kind of love it. Especially the updated game loading screen that day, it looked amazing. And since the map hasn't been changed back yet, there's a chance we might get more Lana lore in the upcoming Easter update. Also, an interesting fact, the game's lore turns exactly 1 year old. That's why I really hope the devs are planning something special to celebrate this anniversary. What do you think? Will we see anything lore-related in the next update? Make sure to leave your guesses in the comments. Now let's move on to the news about the upcoming update. We will have an updated version of the store. I think it will be some kind of new location. Most likely it will be located in the dressing room on Freeplay or regular servers. And maybe you will be able to try on all the things for a few seconds before buying. I think it will be very convenient. And now we even know the release date of the update for Easter. It will be released on April 26th, and Zach even shared what we will get. A brand new shop UL, new walks, fresh fits and accessories, and so much more. And now we will see how it all will look. The developers have already confirmed that a big collaboration is coming this year. They haven't revealed any details yet, but the announcement alone is intriguing. Looking back at the Brat update we got last summer, it's hard to imagine what could be even bigger. Maybe we will see it very soon because the developers have already teased a logo for the new Easter update. And here is a close-up look at this beauty. I really love the cute and festive design. I'm so curious to see what awaits us this time. I'm almost certain that there will be a new quest or something similar, along with lots of themed items, accessories, and sets that will make the game even more exciting. The developers have also shown us new patterns that we'll be able to get very soon. They look incredibly stylish and diverse, and they will definitely allow us to create even more unique and creative outfits. Personally, I'm curious whether they'll be available for in-game currency, like in the previous update, or if we'll be able to get them for free. Either way, they look absolutely stunning. My favorite set is definitely the top 4 patterns on the left. They're very modern and stylish, and I can already imagine how cool the outfits will look with them and what kind of combinations we'll be able to create. In addition, we were also shown a new logo for the upcoming update. But now it raises the question of which event the first Easter logo, which we saw earlier, actually belongs to. It's possible that just like in the New Year update, we'll be getting two versions of the logo, each with its own unique style. This new logo also has a clear spring vibe. It's fresh, bright, and really captures the festive and seasonal mood. Speaking of items, we already have a few sneak peeks of new accessories. And that's not all. But let's start with the new clothing and accessories. The first item is this luxurious headdress in the form of a kikoshnek, which is decorated with gold ornaments and ruby stones. The next accessory is an incredible hand mirror, which is made in the same style, gold with rubies. I wonder if you can see the reflection there. This is such a staff that complements the collection, with a very expressive and cute heart made of red ruby on top. And the last one. Here is an academic square cap, just like those worn by graduates of Harvard or other prestigious universities. Quite a nice thing that can decorate a thematic image. We also saw this screenshot on the Moto Princess stream, so most likely we will have a similar decoration in the game. I especially love the idea of the mirror. It would be amazing if it came with multiple toggles, allowing different placement variations in hand or even different angles. That would add more customization and creativity to outfit creation. As for the upcoming Easter update, I'm almost certain we'll get something similar to bunny ears. However, I believe we'll have more variations this time, or maybe even a completely redesigned version. There's also a good chance we'll see a bunny tail, and possibly something like a bunny nose. What do you think? Do you expect to see these kinds of items in the game? Or is there something else you'd love to see added? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And we can say with 100% certainty that we're getting new hairstyles because the developers are currently looking for new designers to create unique and stylish hair designs. This means we're in for even more variety when it comes to character customization, with new options to create amazing and one-of-a-kind looks. Let's lighten the mood for now. Did you know that you can get VIP completely free of charge? Yes, you didn't hear that right. You can get into this part of the map without spending a penny. And now I'll show you two ways to do it in any conditions. Let's lighten the mood for now. Did you know that you can get VIP completely free of charge? Yes, you didn't hear that right. You can get into this part of the map without spending a penny. And now I'll show you two ways to do it in any conditions. First, you need to purchase the Troll Pose Pack, which costs 2,900 in-game currency. You'll probably need it later. You need to come to the entrance to the VIP room. Then choose the Faith pose from this pose pack. Get close to this wall and look at yourself through the wall. At the moment when you see your feet, turn on the pose, and you will find yourself in the VIP room. That's how easy it is to get to the VIP room. And now you can use all the things from it. But here's the second last method, which may be easier for some, and it doesn't require you to buy an additional pack of poses. First, you need to leave the main building and look to the left. Here you will see a fence and a bush that you need to jump on. And then from this bush, you can easily jump onto the roof of the building as shown in the video. Next, we need to go to this section. Something strange is happening here, but let's not get distracted. Now we need to get to the place between these two columns. And look carefully, here you can see a button by pressing which you will get to the dressing room. And as you can see, this dressing room is located in the VIP hall, and you can wear something from here. And here is the third, completely new way to get to the VIP room during the round, so that you can wear things from there and take first places with them. To begin with, you need to climb to the highest point on the map. You can also do it in parkour. But it is not always possible to find a parkour in which there is a point higher than the one I will show you now. You need to go to the leaderboard and find this vase. Now you need to jump on it and jump on the leaderboard itself. And from here, crouch down on the highest part of this column. Voila, everything is almost ready. Now we wait for the round to start. And when there are the last seconds before the round, you need to start jumping as quickly as you can. As you can see, in this way, we ended up on the roof, right at the beginning of the round. And you have enough time to get here where I will show you. Here is the VIP room itself. And you just need to jump there, that's all. You are at your destination. We also have a couple of sneak peeks of the new map. The developers, of course, did not specify which server this map is for regular or for the new Styles Showdown, but let's take a look at the new photos. You can immediately notice that this map is much larger than the one that is currently in Styles Showdown, but smaller than the map of regular servers. The shelves on the sides are empty. Here, too, the eyes immediately catch the fact that the shelves are completely empty. It seems as if there should have been a dressing room somewhere here, but we don't see them. But the most interesting thing is next. Unlike regular servers, where solariums are located in Lana Salon, here the solariums are located just in the corridor. Here you will clearly notice the difference. First, like on other sneak peeks, here the shelves are also completely empty. The windows have a new finish and are beautifully decorated with hearts on top, unlike regular servers. There are also no new boxes with things from the Brother and Christmas update. And the last and probably most interesting sneak peek is this one. Here you can immediately see that the male and female characters between the entrances to Lana Salon are missing. Also, the entrance to the VIP room was moved very close, and it is located right next to the LAN Salon, so the developers somehow removed the corridor with jeans and hats. It is actually very interesting to find out why exactly this map was presented to us, on which server we will play here, and why the shelves are empty. But it looks quite strange and cool. The developers have also prepared another surprise for us: new animations, and this time, it's not just poses but entirely new runway walks. Let me just show you this. I've checked them all, and my absolute favorite is the last one. It looks so stylish and dramatic. Which one do you like the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you're worried that these animations will cost Robux, I want to reassure you. Zach has confirmed that all of these packs will be exclusively for in-game currency, so don't delay and save up your money right now. As always, before a major update, the developers ask for player feedback on what should be improved in the game. One of the most common issues raised by the community is unfair voting. The Dress to Impress team has already addressed this concern, saying that while they don't have a perfect solution yet, they are actively working on different approaches. One potential fix they are considering is limiting high ratings when a group of friends on the same server gives each other 5 stars, making it impossible for other players to win. If you want to understand this idea in more detail, you can pause the video and read through the explanation carefully. Also, there are a few hidden secrets in the game that less than 1% of players know about. These are real gems that deserve more attention. So now, I'm going to show you all of these secret spots so you can use them to your advantage and secure first place in competitions. Now, let's move on to the exciting part: new sneak peeks. As always, Zach is treating us to new poses, and this time, it looks like we're getting a dance animation. Honestly, it looks really cool, and I'm curious, will this be a full pose pack with different dance moves, or just a single pose available to everyone in the game? What do you think? Let me know your guesses in the comments. And the best part is that as soon as Zach finished working on the poses, we'll get them. I really hope it will be very soon, possibly in the next update. So stay tuned and don't miss out. I think many people also noticed that we didn't get any pose packs, or at least one pose that Zach told us about. To be honest, I think they forgot about them altogether, or the developers are preparing something very large-scale related to these poses. Let's take a look and remember what we were supposed to get. Muscular pose. Pose to hold a partner in your arms. Hug pose. Pose to hold a partner on your back. Selfie pose. Romantic pose with heart hands. And a walk by the hand. Of course, these are just guesses, but there's a high chance that we'll get duo poses, which were teased at the beginning of the quest. Personally, I would be absolutely thrilled to see a pose pack like this in the game. It would allow us to create even more stunning outfits and beautiful screenshots. Just imagine how adorable the proposal pose would look. Wouldn't that be the cutest thing ever? I'm pretty sure we'll be getting something like this very soon. Another exciting piece of news is that with the new update, we'll finally be able to gift items purchased with Robux. So if you have a friend who's a big fan of Dress to Impress, now you'll be able to surprise them with an in-game present. This really expands the social aspect of the game and makes it even more community-friendly. We will also most likely have new features in the new style showdown mode. The developers are already planning the next update with new conditions, and here are some of them. Force duos wait until it's an even number of players and force them to duo together. Mix controls their WASD. Controls are swapped around so it's harder for them to move. Lights off. The work area will be dark and their body can have a light, so they search for the items in the dark. Desaturate black and white while dressing up, and when runway happens, the color turns back on. They also want to hear our feedback on these modes, so let me know in the comments what you think. Personally, I really like the idea of lights off and desaturate, but I'm not so sure about mixed controls. It seems like something very unusual and strange, but maybe it will turn out to be fun once we try it in-game. Players never cease to amaze with their creativity, and this time they have even created a mini poster for the new Force Duos challenge. This once again proves how engaged the community is and how much they enjoy coming up with new ideas. But that's not all. Zach recently asked players what new challenges they would like to see in the game, and some of the suggestions were truly interesting. One of the best ideas was to add new sets that players can earn by winning in Style Showdown. Currently, there is only one such set, consisting of a dress, gloves, and a head accessory. However, the developers are already considering adding more reward sets in future updates, making competitions even more exciting. Blurred screen. The screen is blurred so you don't really know what you're doing. One of the suggested challenges is similar to lights off but slightly easier. The clothes will remain visible, but the colors will turn black and white. If you've been playing for a long time, you probably know most items by heart, but layering outfits and choosing patterns might be tricky. Still, this challenge sounds really fun and worth adding to the game. Invisi items. The items are invisible so you don't know what you're putting on. Another challenge is even harder. Players won't be able to see what they are wearing or what colors they are choosing. Everything will have to be done blindly, relying only on intuition. The final outfit will only be revealed on stage. This would be a real test of fashion instincts, and I would love to see it in the game. Hacker. Someone is chosen to be a hacker and they can get special controls to mess someone up on the runway. Sounds really cool. It's like you're one imposter among all of them. It would be cool if the hacker could take off or put on some clothes on others, or repaint them in different colors. A great way to get revenge if someone didn't vote for you in the last round. These were some of the most interesting challenge ideas. but I'd love to hear what you think. Which one is your favorite? Or do you have your own creative ideas that could make the game even better? Let me know in the comments. Who knows, maybe your idea will be added to the game someday. That wraps up today's roundup of news from Dress to Impress. I hope you enjoyed learning more about the upcoming updates, new items, and all the exciting things the developers are working on. Let me know in the comments which part of the update you're most excited about and what you're hoping to see on the 26th. As always, I'd love to see your support. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any game updates. See you in the next videos. Bye-bye, besties!